going.
One with the weave.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood. Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
Still breathing, despite everything.
The book is locked tight with no visible keyhole, only an oval recess in the cover's mouth. You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in. Irresistible. You feel changed, bettered for having opened it. Suddenly you are capable of anything. Felling mountains, darkening suns, conversing with the dead. Glyphs shift gently before your eyes. Words slip into your mind, onto your lips, forming words you don't understand. And something is trying to reply. Dart beneath your eyes, warping and twisting. Your head throbs, but you almost understand. You is gone. You can only see those glyphs, only hear those voices. You feel claws moving in the shadows. They pull at you, dragging you closer. The glyphs scream, branding your mind with strange runes. You see time rewritten, fate undone, your future thrumming with power. The book snaps closed. You've seen too much. What profane knowledge is now seared inside of you you should never have known. You've seen much of the book, but its most powerful secrets are guarded by indecipherable glyphs. Without a key, they may be locked away forever.
Tell me, what can I do for you?
Here goes nothing.
Hellfire. She's coming.
Well, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
Gods damn it. Anyone but her. First in my heart.
Yes, kin. Speak. It is done.
Tell me, what can I do for you?
With pleasure. Lead on.
My favorite traveling companion. Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Lead on.
The book is locked tight. You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in.
Excellent.
You don't know what he read, but it had an effect. His eyes are hungry, but
Well, quite the page turner. I'll get back to it when I have more time to focus.
Seems simple enough.
Hell's fire. She's coming.
Well, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
God's damn it. Anyone but her.
Well, you absolute stinker. You kept me a secret? Time to let the Hellcat out of the bag. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlak's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlak, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
Karlak meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart. He's the blade of frontiers. Devil's plaything just doesn't have the same ring.
Speaking of...
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms.
Get used to the new form, pet.
There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo.
Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade.
Karlak, Keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you.
Oh, and Will, don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta.
Very well. I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that. You can say that again. When he was chasing me through Avernus, I thought he was just another sad merc. How wrong I was.
God's damn her, straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mazora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings.
Warlock pacts tend to be unforgiving from what you know of them. Will was lucky he didn't face a more severe punishment.
I'll say what I can, but it won't be enough. It's Mazora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast. I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but the pact, I'm forbidden, unless Mazora permits it. But I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mazora, I have not regretted for a heartbeat. It was my proudest deed. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you on that is my solemn word.
Dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth. He gives in and surrenders his find to you. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
Итак, всем добрый день, вечер, ночь, утро, у кого что. Продолжаем. Да, тут что-то. Накладочка нижним бельем произошла. Так, все, тогда.
Should mind my step.
We offer our pain to the Lady of Loss, that she may truly know her faithful.
Let's see.
We offer ourselves to the darkness, that blessed Shah may give us her mercy.
Can't keep me out.
Опа. Ага, спасибо. Критический успех.
What's hiding here?
Так. Еще перевес, блядь. Заебало перевес. Опаньки.
Who there, wanderer? Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man.
Elminster?
The very same, Gale. And a fair bit miffed he is, too, finding himself forced to expose his best pair of boots to so many miles of country road on your behalf.
Meet Elminster Ormar. A good friend of mine, but rather more significantly, he's the most famed and respected wizard in the realms.
Am I, indeed? Most famed and respected errand boy, more like. I was bid to spare neither time nor my own self to find you. She sent me, Gale. You know of whom I speak.
But why? Out with it, Elminster. Please.
Young man, has your sojourn away from Bortity washed away your decorum as well as your patience? Nigh a 10-day I've gone without honest fare, worthy of the name. Drank naught, but what the sky entitled my thirst. Why, some bread, cheese, and a cup of wine would appear unto me a feast. Surely you would begrudge me a mite of rest and repast before I get out with it? And a great kindness that would be. See, Gale, even in these barren parts, the art of hospitality begets inspired new works. If only one keeps up the practice.
Oh, for the love of...
This way then? To your camp. Oh, don't dawdle now, lad. You're the one who's in such a frightful hurry.
Oh, nigh on 13 centuries old and he still thinks with his stomach. We'd best follow and see if he's more disposed to speak plainly once it's stopped its grumbling. There go our best supplies.
А то я что-то слишком часто в лагере ходить.
But that'll fill my pack.
Ключ-то, я думаю, в ключницу ушел, да? Блин, как вы, сука. Так, Гейл, неси эту фигню.
Object catches your eye. A lantern, it seems. Though no light flickers within.
The moon lantern. Not as theatrical as I expected.
A thick layer of dust coats the bottom of the lantern.
Broken. This might make passing the cursed lands complicated.
Ах ты ж сучка.
Nothing about the lantern strikes you as unusual. This is pixie dust, used to illuminate a lamp, or left behind after a pixie's death.
So this is the shadow curse. The scale of corruption here is impressive.
Do you feel it? The chill on your skin, in your lungs. This darkness is diseased.
I've never seen darkness like this before. Sunset.
I've never seen such a concentration of shadow magic. We must forge on, but carefully. It will corrupt any who lack the power to control it. It is the very antithesis of all the weave stands for. A magic of confusion and corruption, drawn forth only by those desperate or damned enough to accept its degradations. Followers of Mistra, those who call on the true weave, are expressly forbidden to indulge it. What an interesting question. Technically, of course I could dabble in such practices. I've yet to find a form of magic I'm not a born natural in wielding. As for whether I should wield it, that would rather depend on the circumstances and how closely I felt Mistra was watching. Now, I think it's time we moved on to lighter subjects, for we too are lost to the darkness. Was there anything else? No day, no night. It's as though time itself has abandoned this place. Similar to the astral plane in some ways. Wouldn't you say, Lae'zel?
Hardly. It is said that the astral plane is threaded with light and silver, life-giving and wondrous in all directions. Something's wrong. At least eyes on it, but I promise it is nothing like this dismal. I feel it too. My very essence draining away.
Поэтому фонарь и нужен. Так, а я не понял, как его чинить? Сейчас, минутку. Блин, опять... Вот в последнее время стрим как-то не очень удачно идут. Ясно. А что за бред?
The depth of our... I cannot die. Please help me.
That nearly ended me.
Да. Так, это у нас...
The dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth. He gives in and surrenders his find to you. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
Бля. Так, ладно, давайте, знаете, как сделаем. Давайте-ка тогда с этим вернемся в лагерь. Посмотрим, что ему надо.
With a flick of the wrist.
Приехал. Ты сука. Кстати, факела.
We offer ourselves to the darkness, that blessed Shah may give us her mercy.
Факела. Неспроста они здесь. То есть, получается, для того, чтобы по тени пройти, надо...
We offer our pain to the Lady of Loss, that she may truly know her faithful.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
We offer our prayers to the Dark Lady, whose comfort and grace heals all.
What's inside?
Давайте-ка так сделаем, наверное, проще будет.
Very well.
Who there, wanderer? Stay thy course a moment.
Так, ну это
The
мы
very
видели. Привет.
same gale, and a fair bit. Oh, young, nigh, why, some bread, cheese, and
Oh, nigh on 13 centuries old and he still thinks with his stomach. Wise choice.
yes, what a delightful wedge of old Arthurian that was. Doesn't do to parley on an empty stomach, you know. Makes one's words frivolous when they should be grave. Plenty to digest, after all. A good deal to stew over, if you will. Words ladled with import should be savored so as to better absorb their meaning. Wouldn't you agree?
Elminster.
Right. You see, well, that is to say, Gale, my boy, I've come to address a most pressing matter. I'll speak as plainly as I can, forswearing the accustomed frills that decorate my speech. I'm here on behalf of Mistra. The message and the charge I bring you are hers.
Я тоже завтра на работе, блин. Я не могу.
Thank you for that most considerate reminder.
You know where you went wrong, Gale. No, we needn't dwell on that here and now. But even so, you're to be given a chance of redemption.
Mistra would consider forgiveness.
She would consider what she considers to be forgiveness. Mistra is aware of the misadventures that have befallen you both. She knows of your strife with the Absolute, that most insidious of evils. Alas, the creature that afflicts you, the ill-begotten magic that it weaves, is inextricably conjoined with both the greater purpose and the greater master that it serves. You must know that the Absolute is more dangerous than you can possibly conceive. It threatens all who live, even those who are undying. It threatens the gods, the weave, the very fabric of the universe itself. That is why I have come here to charge you, Gale, with its destruction. It is Mistra's belief that only you can.
The orb.
Precisely. Mistra has granted me the power to stop the clock, as it were, on the orb's rush to overpower you. Instead, you will be able to unleash its lethal combustion at will.
Interesting. This could be help or hindrance. We shall have to see.
You must find the heart of the Absolute, whatever that may be, and use yourself as the catalyst that will burn it from this world.
No, indeed. But I think she trusts me too.
It brings me no pleasure saying this, my friend, but such is Mistra's will. Yours must be the sacrifice that will undo the Absolute, and for your sacrifice you will be redeemed. Such is Mistra's promise. With that, I've said my sorry piece, and need only bestow unto thee the charm I was bid. Maenahastra mistraril Italion thras annas distra. It is done. Both charge and charm have been committed into your care. To you, I commit into care Gale himself. I count on you to shepherd him well on this strangest of journeys.
А помочь никто не хочет, да?
Or some other fortune altogether.
Like moons make swell and wane the nescient seas, so too the skies-strewn gods ordain the tidal fates of mortal days. And yet, an ocean born in lonely hours, come ebb, come flow, come all that is beyond the breadth of our dominion. Be a moon unto yourself. Even the waves of fate can break upon the shores of will. Farewell, my friend.
Farewell, Elminster. I'm glad she chose you. An audience with Elminster is never less than memorable. I'd have hoped to introduce you to him in less dire circumstances. But those are hard to come by these days. The Doddering Act is merely an illusion, one he's most adept at maintaining. Elminster is the most formidable wizard in the realms, perhaps in existence. For Mistra to have sent him, the severity of her bidding could not be clearer, or weigh more heavily on me. Time seems so infinite when you're young. A month is an age. A year is a lifetime. It is a strange feeling to realize how little of it one might have left.
Ну, я в первую часть-то не играл это. Именно из Балдура это первая часть.
Find the right place and time, close my eyes, and let go. Then the slate will be clean. Wrongs will be righted, the absolute will be gone, and I along with it. No doubt she has the power to do so, but as for the permission, Ao would not look kindly on her meddling in mortal affairs. Divine intervention has a tendency to make things worse, not better. As for Elminster, he saved the realms more times than legend can recount. But to take on a god is no easy feat, even for him. My orb is the best chance we have. And only I can wield it. If there was, I'm sure the goddess of magic and the greatest wizard who ever lived would have identified it. But alas, only one solution is offered. That remains ahead of us for now. The heart of the Absolute must be discovered before I can stop its beating. Then I suppose there is nothing more to be done but find the heart of the Absolute and stop its beating.
Ну, на прошлом стриме там этот, как его? Робот был.
There's something I need to say. Something important. Can you spare a moment? First a parasite prods at our heads, then the shadows close in. More than ever, we need each other's trust. And I fear I've been less than honest. The man I call my father. More precisely, Grand Duke Ravengard of Baldur's Gate. I should have said sooner, but our relation was no matter of pride. Not least for him. My father and I were close once upon a time, until he disowned me and cast me out of Baldur's Gate. I can't tell you more. The pact forbids it. My lips are quite literally sealed. The inevitable consequence of inseparable events.
Ну, там существо типа больше голема. Ну, мне больше на робота показалось. Ну, голем, ладно. В кузне, в адской кузне. Там для того, чтобы ему урон нанести, надо было его под пресс заманить. И под молот, точнее. И еще чтобы лава была.
I know, and you're right. My story is one of two men. The Blade of Frontiers, a man hunting the fiends who prey on the weak and claw at the coast. And Will Ravengard, a memory of a memory, a man who belongs to the past. I wanted you to know the Blade, not the shadow he left behind.
Ну там больше как-то он прорисовали больше и правда на робота похож, чем на голема.
Not so enchanting as you'd think. The Portiers, the Caldwells, they were the blue bloods hosting the fancy balls and drinking from gold goblets. Father's the son of a blacksmith, born with barely a coin in the coffers. He made a name for himself among the Flaming Fist, brave as Baldur and stubborn as a deep Rothay. Daring, outspoken, but hardly posh. I spent more time dueling with father than I did rubbing elbows with lords. Not to say I didn't develop a taste for good wine and the talent for courtly dance. Yes and no. Father taught me the 4 pillars of power. Courage, insight, strategy, justice. He reckoned I'd follow in his footsteps. First as a fist marshal, then as a duke. Vanquish evil, maintain order, save the world. But a duke makes bedfellows with more monsters than he slays. Father called it diplomacy. I called it hypocrisy. In the frontiers, there is no posturing, no diplomacy. I slay monsters, I don't consort with them. Even if I might look like one. A possibility that's kept me awake countless nights. But I don't have a clue where to start, other than play her games and play by the rules. That's the only language devils listen to. She could kill me for one, and that's not the worst of it. My contract is very clear. I can bring Mizora no harm. She'll have to let me out of my pact willingly. The only way out is if I can out-bargain her. We're standing here with nothing but the clothes on our backs and the worms in our heads. We can, I'm sure of it. How glad I am that you see me as more than my patron's pet.
Так, что-то, по-моему, лаги какие-то появились, да? А ты какую книгу читаешь?
I can't believe Mistra actually expects Gale to just sacrifice himself like that. Seems like a waste of a fine mind.
Так, стоп.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Вот так же, как и вчера в этом Дайлайне. Что-то куда-то пришли и все. Стрим 2 часа шел. Одно действие сделали. Вот тут вот сейчас то же самое повторяется. Тоже.
Anything of use?
Object catches your eye. A lantern, it seems. Though no light flickers within.
Must be the moon lantern, though it's dark as a moonless night within.
A thick layer of dust coats the bottom of the lantern.
It's broken, which means we've nothing to protect ourselves from the curse up above.
Да ёп.
Nothing about the lantern strikes you as unusual. This is pixie dust, used to illuminate a lamp, or left behind after a pixie's death.
И починить мы его никак не сможем. Ой.
So this is the shadow curse. The scale of corruption here is impressive.
Do you feel it? The chill on your skin, in your lungs. This darkness is diseased.
I've never seen darkness like this before. It's unsettling.
This is the way to Moonrise Towers. We've no choice.
I thought to reach a Githyanki creche and be rid of these tadpoles. Now we stalk forgotten lands haunted by darkness.
It feels like we're being watched. Hunted, even. But there's nothing out there. Only more darkness. I much prefer it when I'm the one prowling in the shadows. About to strike. Sorry, did you want something? Or just looking for a distraction?
I've never seen such a concentration of shadow magic. We must forge on, but carefully. It will corrupt any who lack the power to control it. It is the very antithesis of all the Weave stands for. A magic of confusion and corruption, drawn forth only by those desperate or damned enough to accept its degradations. Followers of Mystra, those who call on the true Weave, are expressly forbidden to indulge it. What an interesting question. Technically, of course I could dabble in such practices. I've yet to find a form of magic I'm not a born natural in wielding. As for whether I should wield it, that would rather depend on the circumstances and how closely I felt Mystra was watching. Now, I think it's time we moved on to lighter subjects, for we too are lost to the darkness. Was there anything else? Oh, you know me, ever the optimist. I'm trying to focus on the positives. Truth is, I was living on borrowed time already. Consuming those items would only have kept the orb sated for so long. If anything, I feel more at peace than I have in months. At least now I know my death will have purpose. Won't be a distant bang in the footnotes of history. She expects those who seek to use the weave to do so honestly, and with respect for its potential to destroy, as well as its potential to save. I doubt she's asked many of her followers to blow themselves up. That's a fate she's bequeathed exclusively to me. She wouldn't ask such a thing if it weren't our only means of survival. However much she's annoyed at me.
Так, ну все, вроде натрындились.
Well, hello.
I applaud your taste. Yes.
Так, надо у тех, у кого двуручка.
Ready and willing.
Ну, в смысле. А у тебя что факел делает? А он маг. Кстати. Вот так вот.
I've got a long road ahead.
И тогда Гейлом, наверное, вперед
No
идем.
day, no
Так,
night.
Гейлом я сказал.
It's as though time itself has abandoned this place. Similar to the astral plane in some ways. Wouldn't you say, Lazel?
Не, блять, фризы какие-то есть?
Hardly. It is said that the astral plane is threaded with light and silver, life-giving and wondrous in all directions.
Так,
I've never set eyes on it, but I
ну,
promise
сохранка,
it's nothing like this
сохранить.
dismal abyss.
Да хватит тебе ворчать.
Most excellent.
Да, нормально. То есть кому-то факел надо с факелом постоянно быть. И тогда через эти стенки проходить. Тебя мы возьмем.
In for a surprise.
Веревка есть.
That's curious.
Can't give up now.
Salutations. Easy enough. That way.
So, how was your night with Gale? Did you have a long, hard debate?
Oh, ignore him. Starion envies the depth of our bond because he's of a shallower inclination. shadow curse. I sincerely hope its effects doesn't spread past this region. Good find. Yes, why not?
So, lazy. Things seem to be getting serious with you two. Do you have pet names for each other yet?
Pet names. As if we were domesticated animals.
God, you have so much to learn. Repeat after me. Honey muffin, sweetie pie, sugar plum.
Honey muffin, sweetie pie. Astarian, do you see all your lovers as food?
Так, все, давайте тогда сейчас возле моста сохраняемся и пока заканчиваем на этом. Я подумаю, как перса облегчить. Она задрала уже. Она просто задрала со своими этими перевесами. Ладно, на этом всем спасибо. Всем пока, всем спокойной ночи. Ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь на канал, оставляйте ваши комментарии и всем